Yeah, greetings everyone. I believe that you guys are okay and everything is great. And today it's Saturday and it's just a mini park and it's rainy, but the rain has stopped right now. So I'm in this park. I don't know if you can see it. You see? So this is the park, just a mini park. Yeah, just a mini something. And this is the place for the children to play. And you see, yeah, just wanna share with you some of the things that I was thinking while I was sitting here in this park, and the problem of using a front camera, I get distracted and I end up looking at myself like right now. So let me try and use that other camera. Maybe I'll focus, because right now I'm coming from work right now, and we were supposed to work today and we didn't work because of the weather. So most of our appointments got cancelled, and not really cancelled, our appointments got rescheduled for next week on Monday, so meaning that I have to go back home. And while I was on my way back home, I decided to pass by this park and just to sit here, and refresh and get to speak to you guys, because I feel like it's been a long time since I last had a chat with you. Or well, maybe it's my first time having a chat with you. I don't remember actually having a chat with you guys. So let us talk. Let me tell you the things the thoughts that I've been having. So the things that I want to discuss with you right now, it is that I haven't been working for a long time. The whole of 2022 I wasn't working. My last employment was on December 2021. Yeah, and I had to quit my job because I wanted to go back to school, and of which it didn't go as planned. Ever been in a situation whereby when I was working, I was always saying that I'm distracted, or I'm not really consistent with my studies because of work. So I was making work as an excuse. That's what I thought at that time. I was saying that when they asked me why you didn't do all your assignments, I'll be like, no, I was working. No, of course it's true, I was working long hours and the job was hectic. I was always tired at all the times. But if I get to think of it right now, that wasn't the main reason why I was failing in my studies. Maybe it was because I wasn't really serious, because I had to quit my job. Mind that, I had to quit my job for me to focus on my studies. And even after quitting my job, still I couldn't focus on my studies. I had all the time in my hands, like all the time for me to focus on my studies, but I couldn't. So I had to realize that if you are having a challenge or a problem, and then you keep on blaming something instead of taking full responsibility of whatever it is that will be happening, that's when you'll be getting it wrong. Because if I got to understand that I have to take full responsibility and understand that my studies are failing because I am not serious, I am not committed, and I give up so easily, or I am so lazy. You see, it was going to be easier for me to get to the root of the problem and fix it. But when I was having that problem, when I was lazy and not serious and not committed, I kept on blaming the work and saying, oh no, I'm not serious because I'm studying, I'm not serious because of work and stuff like that. So you see, okay, I had to get to a point whereby I had to understand and see clearly that my studies failed because I was lazy, I was not committed, I was not serious. and it was too late now, because my sister was supposed to pay for me to register and to write my exams, and I told her that you need to stop. Right now I don't think I'm ready. Even if I were to write, I think I'm gonna waste the money, so let me just get ready first, and then when I'm ready I'll tell you that now I'm ready to write, you see. So thinking about that, I got to understand that there are many challenges that I run away from, or I blame other people for those challenges, or for the situations that I'll be facing, and say this happened because of that, or this happened because of the other person, and stuff like that, instead of me taking full responsibility of my actions, or taking full responsibility of the situation and being in charge, instead of blaming someone else, you get. So today, again, I told you that the whole of last year I didn't work. The children, they came to play and I got distracted on what I was saying. Yeah, so I'll just wait for them to go and play somewhere else, and then I'll continue telling you my story. It's like that when you are here, you get really like distracted, and I don't want to go anywhere else. I just wanna record and say everything that I wanna say right now and get over and done with it. It's a real struggle here to record. I don't even know why I came, because this is their place and they're supposed to play here. You see? So now I'm not gonna be able to record anything. You see, the other one is here already. So I think I have to let the kids be and go and find another place whereby I can finish up the story and finish up telling you guys what I was telling you about. Okay guys, this is it. It's starting to rain right now, and my phone, the battery is low, and I have to say what I have to say and be out of here. Okay, what I want to discuss with you right now, or what I want to share with you, is that I stayed for a long time unemployed, right? And lately, in the past month, I was getting only promises and nothing serious, only the promises, and it was really promising, but they never called me, or those promises never got to work out or anything like that. So finally I was employed in this amazing company, and the leaders are great, and my employer is such a wonderful person. So day 1, day 2, it was fine at work, and day 3 now I started facing some challenges. You know, in each and every workplace, it's not like it's going to be always nice. There is a time where you're gonna face some challenges, and it happened like that. I remember I was talking to God, or in fact before going to this company, I was thinking that I was going to be working for another company that I didn't want to work for. And I remember praying to God and saying that I wish there was another way. And ever been in a situation whereby you are not working and your finances are really dry, and right now there is an opportunity but you don't want to work there because of something, you know? And I was like, Father, no, I don't want to work for this company. I really don't want. So when I got there, I found out that I wasn't gonna be working for the other company. I was going to work for this new one now. I was so happy and relieved at the same time. But now that I'm working, and the challenges are starting to, you know, and I can't even say anything about it. People will do anything like just to annoy you, so that when you get angry, they will be like, we know that she gets angry real fast and stuff like that. No one is going to believe you that you get angry because of what the person did to you. So it was like that. The people that I'm working with, they kind of know some of my reactions to certain situations, and my leader was trying to use that against me, you know, in a way that I can't react like that. And even if I don't like something, I have to pretend like I'm happy now and to show a happy face. Because now if you kind of like express how you genuinely feel about the situation, it will be like you are not following the orders, or you are not, you know, like in a way that when they go to the employer and start to tell that, oh, she reacted like this, they'll be like, oh, we knew she's like that, we knew she was gonna react that way. You know, when they use your weaknesses against you, it was like that. So I got kind of like, I don't know, a bit sad or something like that, the fact that I couldn't like be honest with my opinions and stuff like that. And then now I have to be just saying yes, even if something is not, even if something doesn't sit well with me, because I know that when they get to my employer, it's gonna be another story. And even if I were to go to my employer and tell him the truth that this is what was happening, or I reacted like this, or I say this, or I did this because this was what was happening, is not gonna believe me over my leaders. Obviously is going to believe my leaders over me. So you'll be in a situation whereby you see that there is nothing that you can do. You can't tell what is really going on, like the real situation right now. Because my leaders are the people that we were fine before them being my leaders, and then now that they are my leaders, they just changed overnight. And they started, you know, someone treating you like, when your leader is treating you unfairly more than your employer is treating you real nice, like real well, like greatly, but then your leaders are treating you unfairly. But I don't know what to say about the situation. So I was in a point whereby I wanted out. I was like, I'd rather protect what? I'd rather protect my peace. Because if this is what is going to happen, that I'm going to be treated like this, and then when I open up and voice up that I'm not happy with the way that the person is treating me, and they'll be like, oh, I'm going to tell your employer that I'm not going to work with you. I don't like working with you, and I'm not going to be working with you. You know, it's like it's like you don't know what to do. And at that point in time, you get to be blamed for everything that goes wrong at work. And they'll be like, I'll tell your employer that I'm not gonna be working with you, and I'm not gonna, okay, to cut the long story short, fine. I wanted to be out of the situation, and I was praying to God and be like, Lord, I wish there was another way. I wish I can just get employment somewhere else, not here, because this is really taking away my peace. And the fact that the person who employed me is not the reason why I want out, but the people that I'm actually working with, because they treat me unfairly and I can't complain about it, you see. While I was thinking about it, God started talking to me, you know, and made me realize that it's not like every time the situation is going to work in my favor. It's not like everything is going to be as I want it to be. Like, it's really good for you to pray to God for a healthy environment with the positive people, great leaders, great management and stuff like that. But there are situations whereby God will put you in those situations. Why? Because he's testing you. God, remember, God doesn't tempt, he tests us. Or sometimes it will be a preparation to something else. My camera is wet. Yeah, so I got to understand that God will put you in some certain situations because he's preparing you for something great, or he's testing you, you see. So it's not like, because I'm always, when I'm faced with the situations, I'll be praying, God, I want out, God, I want out, God, I want out, up until God had to teach me that it's not like every time when the situation gets tough or when things get hard, you have to run away from those things. How are you going to grow? Because when you are getting prepared for something great, you pass through the fire, through the you know, the running waters and stuff like that. And it doesn't mean that when you are in that situation you are alone. God is there, he's with you, remember. So God was with me in this situation, and it made me to realize that as much as people want to treat you, like, let's say people, they know your weaknesses, they know how you react to certain situations, and if they do those things to push you to react that way, don't give them that. And if people want you to start to hate on them so that it can work on their favor, and then at the end of the day you'll be someone bad and be like, remember, she's the one, she hates me and stuff like that, or at least they are the one who started it. Instead, show them love. You see, don't react according to how people want you to react. Like, if you made a decision that when you left home you were happy, don't change because of what the other person is doing. That now you get to work and then the other person annoys you and you start to be sad, and then the other person comes and tell you something that is nice, you start to be happy, to laugh. You are not really ready for another level if your emotions has to be detected by people. Like, if you are emotionally unstable, you see, you have to get to a point whereby if you are happy, even if the other person does something to annoy you, to make you sad, you still remain happy, because that's a choice. You made that choice that I want to be happy, I want to be grateful today, I don't want to complain. Even if people give you many reasons to complain, remember, how long did you stay unemployed? And then now you are getting employment, and then people are doing everything by their power so that you can start complaining about that employment. Don't give in to that. Thank God every day for that employment. Be happy, be grateful. When you are at work, do your best, do your level best, you know, be perfect. Like, make sure that you do your work excellently, you see. And don't give in to the critics and stuff like that, because it's not like everything is going to be always smooth and stuff like that. So that's what I learned. When I wanted to complain, I was like, it's day 3, and then you want to have something to complain about? Really? How about you look over this small thing and be grateful? You know, there are some situations whereby we allow the negativity of the things that are happening to steal our joy. This is something that is so small that happened, and then I'm grateful to God that I'm working. I'm grateful to God for this opportunity, and then now I have to complain about it instead of me being grateful that I'm now working. And I was like, no, Father, I choose to be grateful. I choose to thank you for this opportunity. I choose to thank you for this job, because if now I have a grateful heart, I'll be able to work effectively and excellently. But if you are complaining, one complaint is very, like, dangerous and very deadly. You see, it's like those little foxes. You complain about something, and the next thing, everything that you see is negative. You can't see anything positive now. Everything is negative. That. You've got so many reasons to complain, so many things to complain about. But I'm speaking fast because my battery is going to be, my phone is going to be off right now. It's maybe 6%. You see, so I was like, Father, I'm really grateful. You know, you put me in this situation to teach me something. That even if people treat me unfairly, I mustn't return that. If someone hates me, I mustn't hate them because they hate me. That's their decision to hate me. That's their decision to treat me unfairly. That's on them, not on me. I know my heart. I have a good heart. I choose to love. So if you choose to love them regardless. When you have the love of God within you, you don't love people based on what they do to you. You love them because you have love inside of you. It's either they treat you like what, love them, okay, not because of what. Love them genuinely, treat them. Don't fake it, please. Don't fake and be like, oh, I'm going to pretend like I love them, I'm going to pretend like I'm happy. Love them genuinely, treat them fairly, like with all your heart. And one day God is going to talk to them and then make them realize that the person that you are fighting is not fighting you. They actually love you. Why don't you guys be united and love each other instead of fighting over and over again? You see, so that's what I got to truly understand. How are you? I'm okay. So that's what I got to truly understand, that I mustn't change who I am because of what someone does to me. If I'm a good person, if I have a good heart or whatever, even if that person treats me, or if they push you or they provoke you, don't allow it. Instead, respond with love. I know sometimes it's gonna be really hard for you to do that, especially if it's the people that you know very well, okay, this person will annoy me at some times. But don't give in to that, because devil will come in so many ways to come and steal your peace. The main point here is to protect your peace by not being affected to anything. The Bible says that resist the devil and he shall flee. So if you resist the devil, if you see that you are not being affected, he will leave you alone. But just the smallest things and you are affected, smallest thing and you are affected, how are you going to survive in this world? So when I started to complain and to talk to God and be like, God, I want out. I want to be out of this situation. God, I wish there was another way. I wish I can get employment somewhere else. I had to remember and be like, God puts me here so that I can grow. If like I'm in this situation and I complain and God takes me out of it, if I go to the next employment, there will be something that will happen that I won't like. So does that mean I have to run away from there again to the other company, to the other company, to the other company? You see? So God is God. It doesn't work like how we think, and God can't be blackmailed by us. If God says stay here, you stay. Even if you say, God, I'm burning, I want out, you'll be like, my child, stay. I want you to learn something. So you see, God allowed me to stay, and then I'm learning something that it's not like every situation that I have to run away. I have to face some of this and confront them and be truthful to the situations that I'll be facing, you see. So that's what is happening, guys. I love you so much, and thank you so much for taking your time to listen to me. And yeah, so in conclusion of what I was talking about, guys, the lesson that I learned is that in each and every situation, give thanks. Either the situation doesn't favor you, or no one knows like your true side of the story. Either you are right or you are wrong. Continue giving thanks to God. Don't complain about anything. Rather, focus on the things that are great, on what God has done for you, and start to give thanks instead of focusing on the negativity, you see. So this is what I learned, that some things will be happening, or people will be trying to make you like seem like a bad person or something like that. But God, who is in heaven, he knows who you are and what kind of person you are. And if you allow God to fight your battles, one day it's gonna be it's gonna be clear to everyone that all those people that were saying you are like this, they were wrong, because you are truly like this. But if you choose to fight your own way, you're going to make the matters worse. You see, it's going to prove that you are exactly what they think you are. Because remember, you are not wise like God. So if you think that I'm fighting it in a wise way, you'll be actually doing it foolishly. So rather let God fight your battles. So yeah, this is what I learned, that I have to give thanks to God and be grateful at all the times. And I mustn't change how I feel or my mood or who I am because based on what people do to me. If I left home happy, I have to remain or spend the whole of the day happy. I mustn't be sad because, oh, I bumped to someone in a taxi and then they stepped on my foot and then now my day is bad. Or when I go to work, someone spilled water on me and then now I'm sad. Or someone yelled at me and then now I'm sad. No. If I left home happy, I have to be always happy throughout the day, because that's a choice that I made, to be happy. If I'm grateful, even if something happens that I don't like, I mustn't stop being grateful and start complaining and say, oh God, I have to continuously being grateful. So I am grateful to God for this employment. I thank God for this opportunity. I'm so happy that I'm working right now, and I really thank God that I got to work for a great leader and a great employer, someone who's very wise and very intelligent, and someone who has got a good heart, and someone who's very humble. So I'm so grateful to God, and I'm not going to allow other people to steal my joy or to make me feel ungrateful. I have to be always grateful to God, because really I am grateful to God for this opportunity. So thank you guys. Bye. I love you.